There are many jobs in the world today, but I'm going to talk about working in games. I've been making games since I was a kid, so let's go back and look how I started. When I was 8, we bought a Spectrum. I played loads of games on this, it was excellent, but games were loaded from a tape cassette, and half the time it didn't work, but I don't regret a second spent with that old machine, though I got an Amiga when I was 13. Amiga used floppy disks to load stuff. It was so much better, so much less fuss. I acquired a language called Amos, and I learned to code my own games because I had game ideas I wanted to play, see, and nobody else was going to make them for me. If you want to work in this world of games, then work on projects that fan your flames. You'll probably work in many places. Speak your mind, but be careful about this. Sometimes we'll be good, sometimes we'll be bad, but keep playing games you enjoy. And I must add, games development can be fun. Give it a try, it's open to anyone. I got my degree in a low-rated uni. I chose that place intentionally. I already knew how to code well enough, so I went to a place where I could slack off and stuff. It worked out okay, I got a 2-1, I scored a work placement at Sony, which taught me a ton. Eventually, I got a job at Climax, making a game called Speed Kings with motorbikes. I worked so hard that I barely slept. I stayed in the office all week, but I swept the rest of my life under the rug. When the project was finished, I was broken, lost and stuck, but after a while, I got my mind back. I did several other games, then I got a contract with Microsoft fixing their projects out of town. I travelled to Scotland and worked on Crackdown. After that, I worked on 2 Human, then Gotham Racing. Then I left and moved on. I worked in a smaller team called Oxygen. We made games for kids, I liked it, but then bang, the economy tanked and the studio closed. If you wanna work in this world of games, then work on projects that fan your flames. You'll probably work in many places. Speak your mind, but be careful about this. Sometimes we'll be good, sometimes we'll be bad, but keep playing games you enjoy. And I must add, games development can be fun. Give it a try, it's open to anyone. So I worked on the old team in Crackdown 2, but I didn't enjoy it. It was network coding, screw that. So after I moved to Sony doing computer vision, which made me happy. In fact, in the end, it was the best job ever, but politics had forced me out through pressure. I got a job at a place called Us2, working on a game called Monument Valley, which was new because I hadn't worked in phone games before, but it did pretty well, and many adore the game. Gave me the confidence to go it alone. Since then I've been indie, mostly working from home. If you wanna work in this world of games, then work on projects that fan your flames. You'll probably work in many places. Speak your mind, but be careful about this. Sometimes we'll be good, sometimes we'll be bad, but keep playing games you enjoy. And I must add, games development can be fun. Give it a try, it's open to anyone. It's hard to make games an indie way, and even harder to make it pay. I had to take on all sorts of contracts and sell my soul to bring money. In fact, the games I make on my own lose money, but I feel like it's worth it. I'm not being funny. So what can we learn from this stuff I'm saying? Games have changed, but we're all still playing. Graphics are better, which changes game design. Stories are now a critical part on the AAA line. Smartphones have changed things, the change is enormous. Everyone has one, so games are ubiquitous. This leads to things like casual games and free-to-play models. The core is not the same, users have changed, there are so many more, and monetization is now part of design. What a bore, brand new mechanics from touchscreen and VR, things will keep changing. The future will bring more. If you wanna work in this world of games, then work on projects that fan your flames. You're probably working many places. Speak your mind, but be careful about this. Sometimes we'll be good, sometimes we'll be bad, but keep playing games you enjoy. And I must add, games development can be fun. Give it a try, it's open to anyone.